It is week 3, episode 3 of the weekly Wrasslin. As always, I'm Brandon here with Chris. Andre is still dead.
You'll be dead for a while.
A while, yeah. It's very heartbreaking to know that after 1 week, your colleague died.
He will come
You know,
back to life eventually, but for
yeah,
now,
he'll come back to life like the Undertaker, like AJ Styles, like Kane. All right, so let's start it off. Monday Night Raw. Uh, Take us through it, Chris.
so with Raw, we started with the six-man tag New Day Bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, it was just a very good traditional six-man tag. Didn't go all the way through because Bobby Lashley ended up interfering towards the end.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley
Uh,
pretty much took out everyone. Initially, he took out the New Day and then went for the Usos, and then Roman was able to. No, he took out Roman before the end of the match with a spear, or I think the match ended first. I forget.
From what I remember, it was Lashley hit E with the spear. Woods got distracted, turned around, got speared by
Reigns hit
Roman,
it.
and then Roman won the match.
Yeah, Roman won the match, and then after Bobby speared Roman,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he fucked up everybody.
oh, he left no one, and then speared
Exactly.
E through the barricade.
Yeah, he said fuck all of you. And before that we had the New Day, the old throwback entrance.
I enjoyed that, especially with the Biggie's intro in the beginning.
That was the fucking longest intro I've ever heard. Holy shit. That just went on and on and on. But it was nice to hear. You got of course, you got the "You Deserve a Chance" because why wouldn't he?
No,
Everybody
of
gets
course, yeah.
those. Yeah, you know.
It's like obligatory at this point.
Yeah, you could really not. They can give the title to Eva Marie right now, and they'd probably start chanting "You deserve it."
She might be the
Guaranteed.
one exception, but well, let's who knows.
Yeah, right. You don't deserve it.
Speaking of Eva Marie, she was next on the list.
Yes,
Her
because
her and Dewdrop had a third match at this point.
we'll call it second and a half because the first match they had, Dewdrop just beat the shit out of her before the match
Oh, that
started.
match never started. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
so a third encounter, second match, really.
yes.
Dewdrop just destroyed Eva Marie as expected. Eva looks again. Um,
That's Eva for you. Always looking not in the looks department, it's in wrestling
yeah,
wise.
wrestling department. Uh, I don't know.
It's-
I don't know
it-
what her role is going to be after Dewdrop. It's
why is this still happening? Like, why are we still here? It's dude. Eva turned on Dewdrop how long ago? Like 5 weeks or some shit.
it felt like that. I honestly don't know how long, but the story's been. I don't even know how long the story's been going.
They had their fucking. They had 3 match. They had scheduled 3 matches. They got Dewdrop won 2 of them. The first one being that Eva was still got her ass kicked. But it's still. I swear to God, if I see next week Dewdrop versus Eva Marie, I'm going. I'm
The only thing I can think of, if they do it next week, the plan's to probably split them up because the draft is literally the following week. It starts on the Friday.
That is true. All right, that's fair. That's
They
fair.
could be
Fine.
waiting for that. If it continues past the draft or they're on the same brand, then I don't know
Yeah,
what they're doing because it's doing no one favors at this point.
yeah. I no, but the thing is, I think the Dewdrop Eva Marie thing worked. Not for the reasons because of the wrestling. It's because Eva doesn't wrestle well, so she gets someone to do it for her. But they broke that up within a matter of a month and a half or so.
It did not last long.
No, not at all. I think it was like Money in the Bank, like 2 weeks before Money in the Bank, or something like some shit like that. And
Pretty
then
much, yeah.
breakup not too long ago. But I don't know why they didn't keep that dynamic. Just let it stew a little longer. But
Yeah, exactly. If they did that, I think it could have been a bigger pop for Dewdrop, but even then, I mean, just have her move on, let her fight
yeah,
someone.
like if even then they don't. The fans don't really seem to care too much about Dewdrop because they don't really know her too well.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think the audience watches NXT UK, so no one knows who she actually is.
Yeah, I think all of like fucking 5 people watch NXT UK, so I don't really blame them.
I just remember her from the Mae Young Classic, and then
Yep.
She was good there, but that was years ago. So
I saw one match first. It was the one against Tony Storm in the first Mae Young Classic, and other than that, I haven't seen anything of her. So I want as of right now, I don't think she's a bad wrestler from what I've seen. I mean, to be fair, she's only fought like two people that aren't Eva Marie, so I'm not going to comment on that.
yeah, it's hard to say on her skills, but from what I've seen, she's good. So
Yeah,
hopefully, give her like the right opponent, and give her maybe Charlotte or something, and good
yeah.
match.
Okay. So what happened next?
After that, we had Randy Orton and AJ Styles 1-on-1. Always a
Yes.
great match. No complaints.
My only complaint, no, not the match because the match is good. I like the ending with the fucking fake out phenomenal forearm.
I like how they do that. They're like self-aware of the fact that like AJ knows Randy's probably going to counter it, and then Randy knows AJ knows he's going to counter it.
Yeah. I think they done that in one of their previous matches, but it's still a
Yeah,
nice. It's a nice surprise to see it.
last time they did it, AJ faked him out, so he
Yeah.
jumped up and then jumped right back down.
hmm Like
So
I think yeah, he jumped on the ropes and then yeah, you're
and
right,
then
you're right.
jumped right back down on the apron. So he like faked him out with it. He's like, I still know what you did last time.
Yeah.
I
No, but
enjoyed
it was
that
a
dynamic.
yeah, very solid match. You expect a lot from those two, and they never under deliver. They hold up.
Yeah, they're two guys. Put them against pretty much anyone, and you got a solid match regardless.
Exactly. And then you also have Riddle buying headphones because he wants to be like Randy.
He bought Randy the headphones
Oh, he did. Oh, he
because
did. He
Randy
did.
was like, "Thanks for the headphones." He actually liked it. What I love is when they're like cutting promos backstage. You can see Randy like start to crack and then get himself back together. It's the funniest thing.
Every time. So you know what he does? He does the subtle like he puts his hand over his face, like over his mouth, to like
Yeah,
he's acting like he's thinking of something, but you could tell he's smiling behind his
it
mouth or behind his face or his hands.
it's hard not to crack. Like Riddle's just he's
He's funny.
hilarious. He will definitely like. I could see him world champion one day.
Oh yeah, that 100%.
Give it like a few years. Let him kind of rack up some wins and just kind of maybe some more mid card titles and then get him
Yeah,
up there
exactly.
for a big just surprise kind of thing.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, I'm not expecting if he wins the title. I'm not expecting a long reign, but it'd be a welcome reign.
Yeah, give it like 3 4 months.
Yeah,
That's a solid reign.
exactly. Have him lose it to like Jinder or something, and then we're all good.
Next up, after that, we had Shayna and Naya. They had their match
Ooh,
finally 1-on-1.
yo, I was pleasantly surprised with how this one turned out. Like,
There,
I don't know. They fucking think about it like this. 2 weeks ago, Naya beat the champion, right?
mhm.
And then just this week, Shayna fucking destroys Nia within a matter of what, like 3 minutes, or 4 minutes or so.
Give or take, especially after the match.
Exactly. Oh, that was quick. Shayna just destroyed her. I didn't expect that to happen because, especially because Shayna's been taking the pins in that tag team.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to kind of bring back the NXT Shayna, so to speak, and probably prop her up for the title and like put her back in that picture because she hasn't been there since she came up to the main roster.
Yeah, not since she fought Becky at Wrestle. Oh, God, I forgot about
Which
that match.
that story got screwed over because obviously Becky,
A little bit preggers, yeah,
yeah, got little Becky. Well,
yeah. True. But Shayna won pretty, very convincingly. Honestly, she kicked the fuck out of her,
yeah,
kneed the fuck out of her.
it wasn't very much so contested. There was a little bit of like kind of it looked like they were just straight up fighting,
Yeah,
which seems to
yeah.
be a tendency in Nia's matches. I guess that's just what she goes for.
Sure, whatever, man. You're
I
right,
don't know
man.
if I don't know if it's that or she's just pissing off every single person in that ring.
Oh my god, I hope not. I know that Charlotte was pissed, but I guess they tried to incorporate that in their next match. Obviously, it didn't work because nobody believed it that time.
It doesn't look. You can't fake that. That's the thing with wrestling. You can't fake the I don't know how to explain it. Like
It's hard to do.
you can't
I
fake a
hate
real punch. You can't.
exactly. You can't. Like
Like
remember when Velasquez and Brock tried to fake punches in their fucking Saudi match?
oh, when they fake, yeah, when they did an MMA style fight, you
But that
can't
was
fake a fight.
you
You
can't.
can't. You
It
have to
looks
fight.
ugly. It look yeah exactly. You have to fight. It's like you have to, it's either you look like Brock versus Cain Velasquez or you look like the fucking brawl for all. Well, people actually got hurt.
Legit, yeah. Like you look like the wrestling match or the actual UFC matches.
Yeah, that you can't. It's very, very, very difficult to go in between.
Yeah, and like they even attempted an AEW with Jake Hager and Wardlow. They did it in a cage and
Oh
then
my god! And
they
then
tried to
just
mimic an MMA fight. I don't know how that went. I heard it was all right, but
yeah, but
I don't
you're
know.
also hearing it from the perspective of AEW fans. So you can't really take it at face value.
I mean, no, of course, yeah, like I take it with a grain of salt, but regardless.
But those are tough to do, and I don't like why Nia's. I don't understand why Nia's trying to incorporate that. But that was only a very small part of the match.
No, of course, yeah, it's we can let it pass. Otherwise, it
Yeah,
was it did the job
but
with the ending.
yeah, exactly. So Shayna chokes out Nia, wins the match, beats the shit out of her, um, busts her arm up. But I actually did feel kind of bad with Nia's screams.
I kind of
The
laughed. I'm not gonna lie.
I felt bad with the Shayna don't. I mean,
Oh yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Shayna don't, and then obviously broke her arm. I guess kayfabe broke her arm.
Well, yeah.
Um, and then the fucking primal screams.
It's extra, but I get why she's doing it. I get why
Why
she's
is
doing it.
no no? My problem is why was it so consistent? It was like if I played a soundbite of an animal and then it stopped, and then I played it again, and then I stopped, and then I played it again. It's so. It was like I don't know.
That's the problem again when you try to fake something so real, you just you can't like you can't fake breaking your arm. Like, it's just it's hard when they try to do that sometimes. It doesn't come off well.
Yeah. Well, as somebody who's injured himself stupidly a bunch of times, you gotta start breathing in a little harder.
You
Like
have to
you gotta
breathe
start.
harder and just hold it. You can't
Yeah,
over accentuate.
exactly. You need to start kind of hyperventilating too, because you're in a
Yeah.
lot of pain. Your breathing gets kind of like stuttery.
Yeah.
So that, but I think the segment worked. Yeah, in all honesty, I think it was fine.
Yeah, I
Um,
think as long as they kind of continue this kind of side with Shayna, then then it works as a great base to start off of.
Exactly. No, but the thing is, for me, it propped her up immediately. She went from taking the pins and getting rolled up all the time to just monster who broke her former friend's
That's true.
arm.
But they
Yeah.
can screw this up incredibly quick. That's the only issue.
You mean have Nia come back in and beat her?
Essentially, yes. That's my only concern is that they immediately just kind of wipe that out. So we'll see next week.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so that's all good. What happens next?
After that, Garza and Carrillo all of a sudden teaming up together. We're all goody
That
goody,
was
all buddy buddy
that was
friends.
that was so.
And
I heard the music after Ali and Mansoor came up. Who the
I was
fuck
like,
are
whose
these
music is
guys?
that? Because I
Who the
saw
fuck
them
is
team
this?
together on main event the week before, so
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked they were together. I was just like, oh, they're on Raw now as a team, okay. And then they took on Mansoor and Ali.
All I thought of was when the fuck did this happen? Did they just? I needed like at least some sort of like WWE exclusive video of saying, "All right, bro,
Yeah,
let's put aside our differences."
I wish there was more reasoning to it, but they look great together, so
They
I'm not
did. No,
complaining.
they're both great wrestlers. I think the problem, not with Garza, case more with Humberto. He has no fucking character.
Yeah, I don't know what it is as a heel or if it's just that he's with, his cousin, but it's
Yeah,
great. I'm enjoying it.
they both seem to have gotten a massive boost in their charisma when they get put together.
I mean,
Well,
who better than your family, I guess, so hey, it works.
exactly. You have that natural chemistry with your family. And I think it's gonna work between them. It just depends on um, whether or not they want to keep that momentum and where they're going in the draft.
Yeah, I think if they went to SmackDown, that could benefit them. You have the Usos, the Street Profits. I think that could
Yeah,
benefit them. The
yeah.
tag division's a bit more solid there.
I do think Raw is a good division too. They had their tag team Turmoil. There are teams there, but I think that they
It's a
need
lot
a
of makeshift teams though, like teams that haven't been together for incredibly long.
hey. I don't want you to disparage the good name of T-Bar and Mace. The thing, and if the reports are true about Grand Metalik wanting his release, then I guess that kicks out Lucha House Party as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. He apparently requested his release.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, you got T-Bar and Mace, New Day, Mansoor Ali. As of right now, Garza, Umberto, and
You
Viking
have
Raiders too. They're still there. AJ
yeah,
Omos, Randy
RK
Riddle.
Bro,
Yeah, exactly. So they got
Lashley
they
and
got a
VP
lot
are
of tag
gone.
teams.
They do. It's just a matter of they actually implement it properly.
Exactly.
Anyway, after that was Rhea Ripley and almost a superhero, Nikki
Superhero,
ASH.
hero.
Oh yeah, this was the tag title match. They took on Natalia and
Yes,
Tamina for the titles, in
yes.
which Super Brutality
Super brutality.
are almost the tag team champions. Well, they actually
they
are.
they had their nice. They were the spokespeople for the Connors Cure, V for Victory
Yes.
thing. A very nice kind of little segment that they had.
Yeah, very heartwarming.
Yes, yes. You know, Rhea may Rhea is all about that brutality, but underneath the character, she's very sensitive and kind. You can kind of see when she was talking.
Oh yeah, you could tell she. At first, I thought she was forgetting her lines, and then I was like, "Oh no, wait, she's getting choked up."
Yeah, she's getting choked up. I think it's a very tough subject too. I guess she was very connected to Connor as well. You know,
She
uh,
wasn't even around though during his time.
well, she could have felt very,
I guess, yeah.
like I guess like nobody likes seeing pediatric cancer.
I mean, it's a sad
It's
story
tough.
regardless. Yeah.
Exactly. I guess that's what choked her up. Um,
And granted, she's only like 24.
yeah, 24-year-old grown men and women can cry all they want, but
The match
on
itself was it was all
it
right.
was a match. It was a match.
All I can say is I was happy for Tamina to get her first title, but I'm
Thank
happy
fuck.
it's yeah, just it needs to be done.
Thank fuck. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh my god.
It,
Dude, they have the fucking personality of both of them, the Tally and Tamina. They have the personality of a tuna salad. It,
Natalia has the personality of her uncle, just literally copying it. Like that's her gimmick. Her gimmick's her uncle.
she has even less personality though. It
The,
doesn't.
like that's how unoriginal it is, though. But I like she's literally just being her uncle.
Yeah. So Brett's gimmick was best there was, best there is, best there was, best there ever was,
That's
blah 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 blah
hers.
blah. Right. Right. That's hers. But she's just doing a worse version of it. How can you be a
Exactly.
worse version of I'm a good wrestler? Like how? How do you fuck that up?
She's I'm a good wrestler. That's her. Like questioning it.
What? I don't like even Tamina. I don't even know what her character is. Like she's a brute, pretty much.
Her character's daughter of Jimmy Snuka. Their
Daughter of
characters
Jimmy Snuka.
are who they are. Their characters are second generation wrestlers, which isn't.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
The thing is, like
No one
Randy is a
cares who
third
your family
generation
is.
wrestler, isn't he?
Yeah, his
It's
father and his grandfather.
but he was able to kind of step out of their shadow per se and build a
He
persona of
overtook
his
him.
own.
He
Exactly.
over his dad has admitted it. Like he's gone way farther than his dad ever did.
Yeah, but it's fucking like okay, um, Natalia and Tamina, they're still just playing a light version of their father and their uncle's characters, and it doesn't work. You
That's
need
the
more.
thing. Like when you look at the successful generational talent, they take what their family left them, build on it, and then make their own thing out of it. That's what they have to do, but they haven't figured that out,
Yeah,
how to make it their own.
it's so. Oh man, I don't. Fuck, they're so boring. And it was a nice feel good moment, I will admit. But oh my god, there's nothing else there that
It
needed to
was
end as quickly as possible.
yeah, it was feel good because it took so long. Had it happened like 10 years prior, no one would have given a flying poop. It
You
was
can
only
this we're not this isn't a kid show. You can't say fuck if you want.
Point is, no one like no one would have cared that it happened so many years prior. They only
Yeah,
care because it took so long for Tamina to win something. No one gave a shit about Natalia. Let's be real. Everyone cared about Tamina.
everybody cared about Tamina.
Now everyone was oh Tamina finally won. Natalia's won titles. No one,
She
meh, no one cared.
no. Oh,
But do you remember her? Do you remember her Divas Championship reign and her SmackDown
no,
Women's
of
Championship?
course not. I remember her women's championship reign. Didn't she? She fucking beat Naomi at SummerSlam, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, she won it from Naomi. I was like,
Do I
eh.
remember who? Do I remember who took it from her? Hell no.
I think Charlotte did. Oh, Charlotte took it from her on a SmackDown after Ric Flair almost died. I remember. She came back after
That-
her dad almost died and won the title.
okay, okay. I see you. I see you. All right, fair enough.
And then I
But
think Carmella won it from her, but besides the point.
Bella's money. Okay. But it's so I'm glad it's finally going in a different direction. Just wait for the fucking foreshadowing for the SmackDown review. You know. Anyway, let's just move on here. I don't
We'll
want to
move
talk
on
about
to when we get
you
to that
know.
with SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah.
After that, there was more women on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Second generational talent, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
You just have to mention second gen. Oh, someone who's made. Thing is, she's someone who I guess she has not stepped out of the shadow of Ric Flair, but she still has more character than Natalia, and she's been here for so much longer.
To be fair, Ric Flair is a huge shadow to step out of. So
Yo, actually though, that's like the God. You gotta step out of the
16
fucking
time world champion, he's Ric
yeah.
Flair. Like it's difficult.
You gotta
But
step out
yeah,
of the shadow of the fucking Eiffel Tower or something like that.
exactly. Like Charlotte has a lot and she's done well for herself.
She has,
Much credit.
despite what the internet wrestling community wants to say, she has accomplished a lot.
But yeah, what 11 titles now? 12, whatever it is.
11. I think they're counting 12, but I don't know. Who fuck cares? Whatever. Okay, so she came out with and joined in Alexa's playground.
Yes.
You know, they had their very Charlie's back.
Yeah, Alexa brought back Charlie,
Yep, yep.
but Charlie's
Charlie,
been
one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. You know, they had a very solid promo battle. Uh,
yeah, they had the nice digs at each other because Alexa was like to Charlotte, "Where are you without the title? What would you even say?" Crowd goes
yeah.
woo. Charlotte just points like they spoke for me, and then
Hmm.
Alexa was like, "How original?" And then Charlotte's like, "Ooh, you want to talk about originality?" So I like the digs at each other.
It
It's
was good.
um, it's what the internet thinks, so they're great digs.
I think that's better. I feel like there's a difference between what they try to do and what other wrestlers try to do with their quote unquote worked shoots. So they it's very they made it very clear that Charlotte wants to step out of Rick's shadow. And the whole that
Yeah,
isn't even yours. At least it plays into her character. It works. It's not like, haha, you have heat backstage. Got him, bitch. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Like like at least with the whole that's not even yours, like you're stealing it. At least it makes sense. It works.
there is truth to it. Yeah,
Exactly. The originally with the Bray Wyatt one, I guess that one works too. Kind of a little less.
it's
It
just
was
in the.
yeah,
Yeah, I
go ahead,
think
go
it's
ahead.
just in. I think it's just in the sense that the base of the character is from him because if it wasn't for him, this wouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
But to
No, I
her
see what you mean
credit,
there.
it's not her fault. She was
Yeah,
just given it. So what is she supposed to do? Whereas
yeah,
Charlotte, I mean, it's obviously not Charlotte's fault. She's Rick's daughter, but
yeah.
I mean, I guess point is, um, yeah, I don't know. I lost my point.
Credit to the creative team and Alexa too, because they have trying to steer away from the redacted gimmick.
No, yeah,
They
they have.
it's very different now. It's not just kind of speaking in promo backstage.
She's made it her own.
Isolated from everybody.
She's made
She's
it more of
out
her
there.
own. Yeah,
Exactly.
I think changing her music helped a lot as well
Yeah, yeah.
because it
Because you
makes you
don't hear
stop
the
thinking of him.
you don't start thinking of him. I believe they took away the Funhouse song too, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, they did. Yeah, she doesn't use that anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like this new music that she has, which I think is cool. It's creepy.
yeah. So very, very nice. As it ended, they had a little scuffle. Charlotte ripped the head off of Charlie, R.I.P. And it was a very heartbreaking.
Oh, I I read a joke. Someone was like, after Charlotte did that to Charlie, she's gonna be so welcome for Crown Jewel shows. It was
Bro,
horrible.
no,
That was
no,
horrible.
no.
That was horrible. That was
Uh,
horrible.
just let's just move on. I don't even think I'm
Uh,
gonna watch that show. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I have work, so I'm not.
Whatever. Let's keep going.
After that, Jeff Hardy faced Sheamus, in which if Jeff Hardy wins, he gets added to the U.S. title match at
Yep.
Extreme Rules.
Hmm.
Um, Solid match
It
again.
was. It was. Yo, Raw had some good matches. Some of
It was
them
a
were
good show.
short. Yeah, it was. It was. No, it was very actually. I really enjoyed it. Very, very good show. Um, Yo, do you see the fucking bounce Hardy had off of Sheamus's knees
Oh yeah, yeah.
after the swanton? He hit the knees and oh my god, he bounced up like a goddamn bouncy ball.
Because he's just landing straight up back first. There's no
You can't
protection.
you can't fucking control that. You're just falling straight on your back. That's why the swanton hurts so much.
Exactly. Yeah. Like he can't. He just can't cover himself. So you're just hoping for the best on how you
This is
land.
this is why when you're doing a swanton, if you're gonna counter the move, get out of the way. Don't put up the knees. You're gonna break someone's back. It's dangerous.
I mean, Jeff Hardy has, from what he's done, his back should be broken 50 times over by now.
Yeah, he also is like what, like 40 some?
His age, nothing's in his favor. His age, his
Yeah,
history, like
yeah.
with what he does.
I don't know. It's very incredible that he's still around and kicking. You know,
It's it's incredible he's still doing what he's doing as well. That's
apparently
what's
he's still
shocking
fucking
that he's
going.
still going like this.
Yeah, exactly. On
Like
on a pretty much a full time schedule too.
like he's lucky he hasn't really ended up like Mick Foley or something, just walking on a limp for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
walking on a limp, always hunched over like that. But
Yeah,
credits to him.
very lucky.
Ended with the roll up by Hardy, if I'm
Yes,
not mistaken. Yeah.
yes.
So
Oh,
solid stuff.
yes. Now triple threat for Extreme Rules that should be solid as well.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so along the night, we had skipped that both Biggie, oh, like not both, Biggie, Lashley, and Roman wanted a match with each other. Triple
Yes,
threat action. Yes. So we'll get to
they
that
all
at the
went
very end.
to they all went to Sonya and Adam to fight for the match. Well, Paul Heyman went for Roman because the tribal chief doesn't talk.
Yeah, he's got to
He
sit
he
and stew in
doesn't
his leather chair.
he doesn't ask for matches. He lets his oh, what does he call him, wise man, do it.
Wise man, special counsel, whatever you want to call him.
Speaking of that, it is the next match. That was the
Yeah.
main event. So the
Oh
triple
wow,
threat match.
that went by quickly. Shit. All right,
It did,
let's
yeah.
do it.
So we had Roman Reigns, Big E, Bobby Lashley, triple threat match,
I I know
as
that this
advertised.
you know it wasn't advertised. You know it wasn't advertised.
Well, yeah, it's
These these men were all three of them. They were big. They were they were very meaty, you know, as you can
very
clearly
sweaty.
see. Very sweaty. Just alpha men.
I don't understand how Bobby Lashley's not dehydrated from the amount he
Bro,
sweats.
I keep telling you, man, he's the drip king. This dude
the,
is actually the drip king.
the guy came out in the beginning of the show. His head was drenched in water as if he
Wait,
showered.
to be fair, before the match, they usually douse in oil or water to
No,
look.
no. Like when he came out in the beginning, when he took them out in the tag match,
Yo, you better fucking believe him. Every time he comes out, he's got to pour a truckload of water
the
on
guy
himself.
was drenched.
Of course he is. He's fucking Lashley. I don't think I've ever seen that dude not drenched in sweat.
He's only dry when he walks to the ring, and then
Yeah,
immediately
right.
is sweating.
Even no, even when he doesn't, even when he's still doused in baby oil and shit like that, or at least some
He
sort of
doesn't.
liquid.
He doesn't look like he's in baby oil though. He doesn't shine.
Oh, so basically, he comes into the match. 1 minute later, he's drenched. He's absolutely fucking he's moist. That dude should take over Moist TV too.
No, the guy's soaking wet. The guy's not moist.
Actually, though, it's credit he's a very successful and talented performer. But the man just that dude has enough water to fill all of the third world countries for life. You put him in you put him in the fucking hamster, like the hamster wheel. You let him
Oh
run for
God,
3 minutes, bro. You got like eighteen
3 minutes,
thousand
one
gallons of
minute.
water.
Just
Exactly.
let him run a minute, 60 seconds, you're good. But anyway,
It
the
was
triple threat was great. They're just beating the shit out of each other.
yeah.
A lot of near falls, everyone breaking it up.
Very, very, very solid. Very, very good match. Like,
There were points where I thought each one of them was going to win, so I thought that was great.
yeah.
I believed each one could win.
I know that people are mad that Roman won twice on a show that he's not on, but you look at the context of how he won these matches. It was all based on distractions and pin breakups. Because if you watch the match,
Yeah,
the first match it was because Lashley interfered and Woods got distracted because his boy just got speared in half.
exactly. And then he got speared in half.
Exactly, but then you see the triple threat match. Who who was about to get pinned 3 times? It was Roman.
Yeah,
Biggie big ending him. Who breaks it up? Lashley. And then Roman gets
Ashley speared
speared.
him.
Yep. Who breaks the pin? Biggie, right? And then you got the third big ending on Roman, and then it gets broken up again. So there would have been 3 times where he would have lost.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and then Lashley got so consumed by beating the shit out of Big E, the guy who took his title, that he wasn't prepared for Roman to spear the shit out of him. So it wasn't that it was just a straight squash.
And I think it sets up for Biggie and Lashley to have another match just because if Biggie pinned Lashley or Lashley pinned Biggie. I mean, they do that a lot, but it would have
Yeah,
probably took down interest for their match if one of them got the pin.
yeah, exactly. Well,
And then
I mean, I guess I'll see what happens. I don't think they have a match at Extreme Rules though.
nothing announced, no, so I doubt that will happen because it is tomorrow. So
Yeah, yeah. You never know. If anything, Biggie gets a little segment during
at
Extreme Rules, and then
most,
they beat
yeah,
the shit out of each other.
at most, yeah, they'll probably have a
Yeah,
backstage thing.
but I think overall, very, very good Raw. Of course, because Roman was there, it had to be good. I would give that. I would actually give that like an 8.5 because those matches were fire.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say that too. Probably solid show.
Yeah, I think it's more than solid. It's like rock hard. You know, there wasn't a match that I didn't like. There wasn't a segment that I thought just straight up sucked.
Yeah, no, nothing was like bad.
Yeah, exactly. But moving on to the blue brand, we had what the
So opening segment was the man Becky Lynch
yes,
and the
yes,
her uh, opponentist
opponent. Oh
is
my god, of course I knew what you were going for. Oh,
and Bianca.
and Bianca, thank you. It's I had to watch this segment kind of half and half because I went to go get food and then I
Uh,
had to watch. I was streaming it, and then I went inside. Then I turned it off. Came back. Segment was over. But I got a pretty good idea of what happened.
it was a pretty solid round. Started out with Becky coming out, just like I'm gonna be Bianca, blah blah blah. Why do you guys hate me? Why are you booing me? I left my kid at home last minute. It's not my fault. Bianca wasn't ready. She knew she was gonna have a match.
Yeah.
Um, Basically that. And then Bianca comes out. Let's run it again. It's gonna be different this time. I'm gonna beat
Mhm.
you. You can't beat me fair and square. And then they
It.
tried to shake hands
Mhm.
again.
Why do you, Bianca? Why do you insist on trying to shake hands with her? You know what happened the last time you tried to shake hands with her?
Well, because Bianca extended her hand and then Becky didn't take it. Becky slapped her. And
Stop.
then
s- Stop
Bianca
falling
was
for it.
just Bianca was just staring at her and then started just to beat the shit out of her.
Yeah. Stop falling for it. You lost your title because of this, and then you got embarrassed in your hometown. Stop falling for it. When she extends her hand, don't extend your hand. And if she extends her hand, you just say, "No, no, no, I'm good. I'm good." Code protocols, social distancing.
I think we're beyond social distancing, but sure.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up over there. It's so, but I think it was a very good spot. Bianca finally got one over on her.
Yeah, I have a feeling Becky will get the win on Sunday.
Yeah,
Um,
most likely.
just because she just won the title. Um, they'll probably have another one final match, potentially Crown Jewel, or oh, it
Yes.
probably would have to be because after that is Survivor Series, which Becky would be taking on most likely Charlotte
Yep.
or Alexa,
Oh,
whoever wins.
probably Charlotte. We all know. Don't
Yeah,
play.
yeah, probably
Don't play.
Charlotte.
But um yeah, I do agree. I think that Bianca will probably lose at Extreme Rules and then one more blow off match and then separate ways.
Yeah, it was it's been a solid feud though so far. I've been enjoying it.
Rocky
Becky's
start
promo,
though.
yeah, definitely Rocky start. Becky I think is improving with the character now. She's been improving, kind of just getting more comfortable, I think.
Yeah, she plays a douchebag really, really well. It's kind of like Happy Corbin. You're just a huge dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But I guess we'll see what happens at Extreme Rules. So what happened next?
After that was King Nakamura and Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Champ. I think it was for the title. Yes, it was for the title.
Yes, yes. So I still did miss half of that match. I saw the end. How was the match?
It was not bad. It was pretty solid. I wasn't fully paying attention, but it was good from what I saw.
Yeah, yeah. I think the very, very big pop when Boogs, what do you call it?
Oh, the crowd loves him.
Yeah, when he slammed, not slammed, when he suplexed
Yeah, he did the suplex to
to
Commander
Aziz.
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 Commander Aziz.
I'm surprised he actually was able to do that because Aziz he's not a small dude, obviously.
The guy's 7 something, seven
Yeah,
foot something.
but Boogs is strong as fuck, and he's over. So you know, I hope it doesn't overshadow Nakamura, who did by the way get the win.
I think he will, because the problem with Nakamura, like great wrestler, the problem is obviously he doesn't really speak English, so it's hard
Mhm.
to connect with him on that level.
It's not to say because English is his second language, but I think the problem is that they just can't carry a feud just on promos and segments.
Yeah, one thing with Asuka, she's at least I find her entertaining with her promos. I don't understand what she's saying, but the way she's saying it is very entertaining.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. And
But
that's not to say that Nakamura didn't have his moments either with the fucking Money in the Bank when they were singing Randy's song, and he did the Legend Killer pose.
Nakamura's hilarious as well. He's very funny. I think if he gets very comfortable, he's hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough.
He
Yeah.
does funny shit as well.
hmm I think they need to lean more. WWE needs to lean more into that, where he's very funny with body language and everything.
Yeah, I think let him stop the promos and just let him just do his. I don't know what he does. Those weird
hmm
movements. It's hilarious. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, yeah. But he's very funny when he wants to be.
Yeah.
So credits to him. He's probably gonna have a little bit longer reign. Probably run. I would imagine it's gonna end around Survivor Series because a match with Nakamura and Priest is a little odd.
I could see that work though. They both have that because Priest kind of has a bit of that strong style aspect to him.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
see that work.
We'll see. Because I feel like something they're gonna lose. One of them is gonna lose the title by the end, by before Survivor Series. At least in my opinion. We'll see what happens though.
Highly potential, especially with the draft. Obviously, it brings new opponents to the table.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So solid match. Nakamura. I believe it was a roll up. How he
Let me,
won.
what is it? Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, quick
Yeah.
pin. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick pin, roll up, whatever you want to call it. Solid stuff. What happened next?
After that, we had Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan go 1-on-1.
Wow. Oh wow. I Zelina's first
Victory
win.
since coming back.
Exactly. On TV at least. Or
I
maybe
think
just
just
in
in
general.
no, just in general. I think because I
Fuck.
don't. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Good. Good for her. By distraction by I know you love saying it, so just go ahead. Distraction by who, Chris?
So Liv Morgan was distracted by the absolutely most beautiful woman in all of not just WWE but the world, Carmella.
Wow. Very nice. You're one of the biggest Carmella fans. You're right up there with Corey Graves.
I don't think I'll be as big of a fan as Corey Graves.
Who do you think he was a bigger fan for? Was he a bigger fan for Mandy or for Carmella?
Don't
And
forget
this is
about
where
Alexa Bliss.
oh my god, I forgot about that too.
I would say more Bliss and Mandy because obviously with Carmella, there's the bias that they're dating,
Yep,
but I
yep.
I think I feel like he just played it off way better with Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, Dark Horse, Eva Marie. The way you
Oh,
remember?
heard, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember when Mick Foley and Zayn were like the whole "I traded you for Eva Marie" and then Corey went "Yes, yes."
No, because Sami Zayn was like, I'm worth like
Yeah,
10 Eva
I'm
Marie's.
worth 10 Eva Maries.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember
that
that.
was a dark horse. That's a tournament in itself. Corey Gray's most fought after women.
But the Vega Morgan match, it was decent.
It was quick. That's all I could say. Is this fucking
Yeah,
what 2 minutes?
I think so. Yeah, it didn't take long for Carmella to distract her
Yeah. Well,
because Liv Morgan did the whatever move you want to call it, the kick into the turnbuckle to break that broke supposedly broke Carmella's nose. She did it to Zelina
yes,
Vega,
yes.
and then Carmella got I guess triggered by it
Hmm.
and then she got up to distract Liv Morgan. Zelina Vega got the roll up, got the win,
Oh, and it wasn't even a
which
roll up though. Wasn't it a sunset flip power bomb?
that's what it was. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
The
I was
Canadian
surprised. I'm
Destroyer.
like, yeah, almost a Canadian destroyer.
Oh, almost a Canadian Destroyer.
Almost a destroyer. I didn't expect that to win. I was like, okay, wow, that's a. I the thing is with the sunset flip power bomb, it takes so long to set up. It's like, all right, I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
Very few people can do it quickly. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
thing.
it's
Rey
kind of hard.
Mysterio is one of them who can just slop it quick.
Yeah, yeah.
It is a dangerous move though, because if you under rotate, even over rotate, you're breaking something.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You're
why.
either breaking their neck or you're breaking their tailbone.
Fair enough. That's probably why they take a little bit longer to set up,
It's
just because they need to
very dangerous. Yeah,
get the timing down as well.
it's like the pile driver.
Exactly.
You're
Ooh.
you mess that up, you're breaking their neck.
Yeah, this is why when I used to play like wrestle against your siblings or anything like
Yeah,
that. you know, we've pretty much tried every move we could, but we never went by tombstones or any type of pile driver.
yeah. It's just it's you're going to mess up.
Yeah,
It's
like
too scary.
I just stay away from that. And styles
Yeah.
clashes. You don't want to end up like the
Ooh.
Yoshitatsu.
Yeah, James Ellsworth almost got his neck broken too, but AJ saved him.
Yeah, he's fucking saved his life. Holy
Because I
shit.
think AJ he left his feet and then noticed and quickly adjusted it. I forgot what
Hmm.
he did, but he quickly adjusted it.
He kind of put his feet. He kind of put his foot under him and just kind of like stopped on his toes.
Yeah, he landed
So
more on like his knee or something.
yeah, Ellsworth would have gotten fucked.
Because you're supposed to tuck your neck and he didn't do that, or tuck your chin and he didn't do that,
Yeah,
or you're not
exactly.
supposed to.
Yeah,
One or the other. He did the wrong one.
you're not supposed to tuck your chin in because you tuck
Yeah,
your
yeah,
chin and you're going right on the back of your
yeah,
skull.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
But thank God. Oh, anyways, the sunset flip. God, how'd we get here? Jeez.
I don't know.
Anyway, so Zelina, congrats on your first win in WWE since coming back. Sets up the continues to build for that Carmella Liv match at Extreme Rules. See how that goes. Probably
Which I
Liv is winning.
presume, yeah, especially after Zelina winning
Yeah,
last night.
exactly. So I believe after was the
I want to
I
let
think
you take the lead on the next segment. I know,
oh
I know it's your
oh
favorite segment.
okay. I think I know what's gonna happen. Was it a sort of talk?
Yeah, yeah.
Out.
It was
Oh
a new talk show.
wow. They're coming to you on SmackDown. Was one of the happiest talk shows. No, sorry, not one of the happiest talk show in all of WWE, in all of, dare I say, sports entertainment. Was Happy Talk, hosted by Happy Corbin. It's so I don't. The name is so fucking stupid, but it worked not because he's so dumb.
It works because he's an asshole about it.
Yeah, right. He's happy because he's a prick. That's pretty much what it is. Like you can't. Oh my god, I don't know. It's so fucking funny. The thing is that he went from, as Corey said it, riches to rags, back to riches. But when he was in rags, he learned absolutely nothing. He's like, I finally understand how you feel, Kevin. Doing this, doing that. I need your help. Blah blah blah. And then as soon as he gets money again, he's just back to being an insufferable piece of garbage.
I like how they did that. I like how they didn't have him like turn good after the fact. He's still an asshole. He's like, I got my money. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. They could have gone really realistically gone two ways. Corbin, he becomes the underdog babyface that eventually wins back the gold and then puts his life back together.
Yeah.
But they went with the way where he's always just a douchebag all the way through, and even when he gets his money back, he's still just an asshole.
I think it was the better way to go because he just has a punchable face. Not gonna lie, like he looks like a dickhead,
He
so it
does.
works.
He
It
does. Like
works.
it work, and it's still working. Just oh man, his special guest, one of the happiest people of all time, Happy Corbin.
I honestly thought he was gonna bring out Logan Paul for a second. I did think that, and then I was
I
like,
thought
okay,
so too.
no, it makes sense now that he brought
Yeah,
out
I thought so
himself.
too. Happy talk. Of course, you got to bring in Happy Corbin. It just works.
It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Owens came out looking to beat the shit out of him, and then who would
Yeah.
show up? But the person everybody and their mother expected to show up and beat up Owens. Riddick Moss. Riddick fucking Moss.
Yeah. It's one of those, just bring a guy from NXT from the Performance Center to help out. Probably last a few months, and then they're done with that.
He's not even from. He wasn't. He hasn't been in NXT or the Performance Center for a while. Because remember, he was 24/7 champion.
Well, yeah, he was on Raw with
Mojo.
Mojo, and then Mojo got with Gronk, and then Mojo left. Well, I think got released, but
Well,
whatever.
he forcefully left the building.
Yeah,
But it's Riddick Moss. Like I'm like, who the fuck is that? I looked at him and went, "Is that Logan Paul? Did he attack him?"
I thought it was Logan Paul at first
Yeah,
too,
but I'm
and then
like,
I saw the
Logan
black hair.
Paul's
I'm
not
like,
that big.
no,
He ain't that
yeah,
big.
yeah, he's not that big.
He took off his hood, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
It wasn't until Michael Cole said, I'm like, oh,
And then even Cole was so unenthused. He's like, "Is that Riddick Moss?" It's like, "Oh well, yeah, I guess it is." What
it's
do you want me to say?
it's
He's
Riddick
Riddick Moss.
Moss.
He's Riddick Moss. Like
Yeah,
they're
it's
expecting they're expecting like CM Punk levels of pop for Riddick Moss.
I think even they didn't expect that.
No, of course not. But still, it's very funny to just see
It
the
is,
like
yeah.
just the crowd was so underwhelmed. But they started booing and chanting "You suck" because they did beat the shit out of Owens and chokeslam him on the stairs. So I
Yeah,
guess Corbin is rich enough that he gets to hire a muscle,
pretty much.
which does work. He's king, whether he's king or he's rich. He still has time to hire a muscle.
Exactly.
You know. Anyways, um,
So after that, we had Nikki Ash or ASH Natalia one on one.
I
Nikki won, and
can't
then
I can't tell you just the pain that I felt when I saw the graphic for that match coming up next. I'm like, this is still happening.
well, thankfully after the match, Shotzi and Knox reemerged from the depths of
Thank,
catering, I guess.
thank fuck. I guess their tank Uber business didn't really work out, so they actually went back to wrestling.
Yeah, I think they realized wrestling's their forte.
I'm so glad that another tag team is gonna show up.
Yeah, I'm excited to have the tag titles kind of move over to Shotzi and Knox, give them a shot. They should have decent matches with Nikki and Rhea.
Oh, 100%. And I'm very glad it's not an Italian Tamina. I can't stress that enough. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's time to move on from them, and thankfully, I think they're going that direction.
Yeah. So we also had the backstage promo from Montez Ford,
Yes.
where Docs is currently at a wedding.
Yeah.
So it's Montez Ford who kind of talked a little bit of shit to the Usos. Said there is that what do you call it? The bloodline bitches?
Bitches, yeah.
Yeah. So
The
that
tribal
didn't.
chief didn't take that very well.
Yeah, he did not take that very well. I.
he requested Wise Man to request a match with Montez Ford.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like, Wise Man, what are you doing here?
What are you doing? I want my match. Get the fuck out of here.
Go,
Come
do
on,
it.
go, do it. So we got a preview. We got like kind of the prologue to Montez Ford's murder.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We also had Naomi come out, you know,
Yes.
to a nice old match. Come back from commercial. Sonya comes out and goes, "Oh, get the
Yeah,
fuck
you
out
can
of
have
here,
your
bro.
match.
You ain't getting no match. No, 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 no.
And then Naomi challenged Sonya to a match because Sonya was like, I make the matches. So Naomi said, make this match. I want to fight you.
Make the match. Make the match. Make
And
the
then Sonya
match."
called security on her in the classic heel manager move,
Yep, the heel authority figure
heel
move.
authority figure move.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this feud. I'm excited to see the match.
yeah.
See Sonya back in the ring.
The crowd seems to like it too, so good on them.
And hopefully this should help both of them really reintroduces Sonya because obviously she hasn't wrestled since that whole thing
The
happened in her
incident.
life. Yeah.
Yep, yep. We won't get into too much about that.
And then
Um,
Naomi's finally back in the ring. Well, we'll be
mhm,
back in the ring. So
yeah,
great introduction for them both. And then I don't think they've ever feuded, so at least it's something fresh.
yeah. Well, thank the holy Lord that there was more than one women's segment on this SmackDown because
Yeah, they're a good feud. Like they have now two separate storylines from the main title feud, or three.
mhm, yeah, it's
That
I think the only woman they didn't use was Tony Storm.
she had a thing with Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Very slight. It was like 5 seconds, but
You to be fair, I was getting food and I did miss part of that,
oh yeah.
so
So
I didn't
before the
see it.
match, she showed up with Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura, just like a little backstage thing. No talking. They just saw them.
Yeah.
Technically, she was used, but I mean,
Okay. Fair. Fair. I think they're trying to set up something with all three of them to be a
it
nice
seems
little
like it.
trio because they
It
they, they keep mentioning how Tony used to he loves rock and roll and everything. So I think they're setting up something. I hope.
yeah, I mean, as long as she gets used, I think should be exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get her wrestling hopefully soon, like
Yeah.
properly.
Exactly. Because how long did she wrestle last week? Like 30 seconds.
It was very short, yeah, very short.
We'll see what happens next. Okay. 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 Now we got the main event. Unless I'm missing anything.
Nope, you
Ooh.
are
Ooh.
right on track.
Rollins. Edge is back next week. Rollins had
Oh
cut a good
yeah,
promo.
yeah, because
You know,
Rollins was like, if you don't come back next week, I'm coming to your house, I'm gonna beat you in front of your kids, in front of
that's
your
fucked up,
wife.
bro. Ross fucked up.
I
Come on.
wanted to see it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see him invade his home, but oh well.
Cinematic match. I think we
I
talked
wouldn't
about
have
this
minded
last
that.
week. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that. Not gonna lie.
I want to see it. Okay, whatever. We'll get to that when it comes. So, main event Ford versus Roman. Man, Ford, he could be a main event player. Like in about
Yeah, he's
in like
crazy talented.
yeah, he is. And I don't want them to split up the Street Profits because they work so well together. But you can't deny the star power that Ford has. It's undeniable.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things they'll probably keep him a team for a bit longer, but I think they'll break him up and Montez Ford will move up.
I hope they don't do that. I really like the Street Profits. I don't want them to break up. It's kind of like a New Day situation where it's like, do you have them as a tag team? Just let it happen.
Yeah, I mean they could do kind of what they done with the Usos. If one of them gets hurt, put the guy that's still going as a singles competitor,
Yeah.
and then it could work.
The thing is that it's not that Ford just outshines Dawkins. I think Dawkins is very good in his own right too. He talks very very well.
I think Ford just has the athleticism. He looks a bit more impressive in the ring, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It, I see what you mean though. Like Ford is he's athletic. He's strong. He's a lot stronger than you would think he is,
Yeah,
and he knows how to work a crowd really well. That's not that Docs isn't. He's not. He's very
Doc's is
good in
very
his own right.
entertaining. I
Yeah,
enjoy
he
him.
is.
He's hilarious.
Yo, what were you doing? What were you doing, Docs? I'm hanging with RVD.
He was getting high.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But they had a very good match. The only thing, remember the fucking table?
Oh my, he played that off well. All credit to him for playing that off well.
Yeah, he
That
broke
was
it was
hilarious, but he played off very well. He just looked down. He's like, okay, whatever, move on.
yeah, he went, all right, fuck it.
I
It's
like how
fine.
Roman continued walking as well. I do like how Roman just didn't look back, because if you looked back, you're like,
He would have
oh well,
seen the
like
table break.
that, and he's like, okay, he knew he was supposed to get. Obviously, like he knew the spot was supposed to happen, but like in kayfabe, like why would you look behind you, right? You shouldn't expect that.
Exactly, yeah.
So I do like how they both played it off well.
And we saw Ford going for the from the heavens, and then he got his gut straight up busted by those knees because everybody's taking those knees now. They just
Yeah. Uh,
this whole week, man, people got to protect their chest or their stomach.
well, he at least kind of brought his chest back in right before the impact. So I don't know how much it hurt him, but obviously it still hurt probably.
Yeah, you know who can't do that? Fucking Jeff Hardy, because you can't you
The
can't you
man
can't
goes back first.
yeah, you can't suction your back.
The man goes back first.
That's why it hurts so much. Anyways, um, obviously Roman won,
Yeah, he put
and
him with the guillotine to sleep.
yep, and then with the encouragement of Wise Man, he kept beating the shit out of him. Usos came out, a lot of ass beatings went down.
Yeah, then they brought out another table to put him through. I
Yep, because
imagine the announce table was meant for Montez Ford to go through, and
100%.
that they probably tried to, like, rig it to break easy, and then obviously his weight just broke it. Like it just broke
Yeah,
under his weight.
yeah,
And so they had, I mean, they improvised well. It doesn't look like things went wrong, so to speak. They played it off really well, so good for
yeah.
them on that.
One table breaks, just get another, no problem. Like
It was
no,
hilarious too.
no.
Roman was like, "Who's the bitch now?" and put him through
Who's
the
the
table.
who's the bitch? And then we got the heartbeat. Demon come. Where the fuck did he come from,
I imagine he was laying under the ring, but
bro?
I don't.
Yo, you got Finn under the ring, and then you got the fucking makeup designer just painting him.
All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm
Fine,
almost
it's
done.
fuck. I
Almost
only
done.
got the front.
Oh shit! Heartbeat. Oh shit.
Shit. It's my time, yo. I'm not done the back yet. Just put some pack paint on it.
Wait, I'd imagine he was hiding under the ring. I don't know,
Yeah, but it
because he
was
couldn't
very
have been
good.
in the crowd.
I was expecting him to make his big ass entrance or something, but I see him on the top. I'm like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, that was a cool shot that they had. Him just
Yeah,
standing there with like the smoke coming.
yeah, yeah.
That was a sick shot. And then he took
Oh,
out Roman, the Usos.
yo, Usos ate those chair shots hard.
Oh, they always do, poor guys.
Holy fuck! Remember when Roman was facing Jay and they hit him with the chair shots, and then Jay hit Roman back with some chair shots, and then they didn't look nearly as powerful. Like, holy fuck, yo, Roman goes hard with those shots, but maybe it's just the Usos. Maybe they just have very chair shottable bodies.
I mean, also too, Roman's just massive, so like, give him it's like giving Brock Lesnar a chair, Like it's
Yo,
going to be a hard hit.
dude, if Brock hits somebody with a chair, there's gonna be a fucking explosion wherever the impact is.
Your back's gonna break, and your legs are gonna break from the pain that your back is suffering.
It's pretty good. Anyways, um, overall, I think it was a very good show. It sets up the Extreme Rules match very nice. I was worried that Finn wouldn't show up at the go home show, but I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I was afraid towards the end. I was like, oh, where is he?
Yeah, but great stuff. I would say I would honestly say this is a worse show than Raw, but it was still good, still solid. Nothing really to complain about.
I feel like I enjoy SmackDown just because the 2 hour format makes it go a bit quicker. I feel
Yeah,
like I tend to enjoy SmackDown more, but still both were solid shows.
I would say Raw's better only because the matches were very good.
That's true. The match is more solid on Raw, I think.
Yeah, and just the fucking meat in that triple threat match in the end, I think that made it
Yeah,
just a
that
better
main
show
event
than
was great.
SmackDown. Yeah,
The main
so
event
I
was
would
great
give
on Raw.
I would personally give SmackDown an 8.
Yeah, just a
Um,
little bit less than Raw, not much.
yeah, yeah. So we got the Extreme Rules coming up Sunday.
Yes.
Um, hopefully that's a good show. We'll probably talk about that a little later on, but for now, we've got for about an hour now. I think it's good. I think it's good to call it.
Yeah, we covered all our bases.
Mm-hmm.
Extreme Rules Sunday. There's 6 matches announced so far. Then
I'm
we'll see where it goes from
I'm
there.
thinking.
I have it up.
I'm about to
That's it.
prove you wrong. Watch this. I'm not gonna. You're gonna prove me wrong, by the way. Roman.
Roman Finn,
You have
Charlotte
the
Alexa,
Charlotte Alexa. You have
Becky
Becky
Bianca,
Bianca. You have
Priest Hardy Sheamus,
Priest Hardy Sheamus.
Uso Profits,
Uso Profits.
Liv, and the most beautiful woman in all of WWE,
Fuck,
Carmella.
fuck, 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 fuck. Those are my six. Fuck, fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
The only reason I'm so confident is because I have it pulled up
I
on
know. You're
WWE.com.
using a cheat sheet. I know. I was gonna lose that anyways, but
That's the only
I
reason
want.
I'm so confident.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like, there's only six.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
surprised too. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh, okay. So cool.
No. Okay, watch. RK Bro is gonna have a match. Watch. Just watch.
Yeah, they might announce something because there's the bump special like or in the morning tomorrow, like
Yeah.
afternoonish. So maybe they'll announce it that be like then.
I have Chris. I have a very important question for you.
Hmm.
What was the point of the tag team turmoil?
I mean, MVP is supposedly hurt. Well, what was it? Randy broke something. I don't know what he
He
injured
broke
him
his ribs in
somehow.
the title, and he broke his ribs during the
Yeah,
title match, or something, or from what they say.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, clearly, I don't. That match isn't happening anymore. I don't know what happened.
What the fuck was the point of the tag team turmoil? Okay, fine. If he's injured, fine. If he got injured in the match with the tag team turmoil, then it's fine. I understand. Like whatever.
I guess that's what happened.
Oh my god.
It's hard to say, really.
I don't know, man, but I guess we'll see what happens. But it's so fucking weird how they just kind of dropped that, which is why 6 matches for what, a 3 hour format, I guess.
I'd imagine Balor Roman is an Extreme Rule. It's the only different match, Extreme Rules.
Please give
I'd
more
imagine
stipulation
they'll
to these
go
matches.
30. I'd imagine they'll go probably 30 minutes ish,
Yeah, most likely.
and then because show's scheduled to start at 8, so probably yeah, classic 3 hours.
Hmm.
Which I guess they can make 3 hours out of that unless they do a surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyways, okay, all right. I think we're good then.
Yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed. Do this. Do blah blah blah. Like, subscribe, all that. I don't go that spiel. That's a lot of stuff. Um, Chris, would you like to tell everyone to acknowledge us and acknowledge him?
Yes. Please acknowledge us by doing all the liking bell and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Acknowledge
don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications.
acknowledge Roman as the tribal chief, and
Mhm.
the new thing I'll be adding is acknowledge Carmella as the most beautiful woman in all of WWE. Acknowledge Bianca as the greatest, fastest, toughest. Um, that's all I got.
Don't forget to acknowledge Happy Corbin is happy.
Yes, yes. Acknowledge Happy Corbin as extremely happy, and that's all we can think of.
Yeah, all right. Goodbye.
Bye.